How did a singer recover from a vocal paralysis and start to release music again 4 years after the injury? Hi, everybody, I'm Laura, and I'm going to talk about this and much more with singer songwriter Mariano Mallia. Mariano Mallia is an American based singer songwriter that just started to release music again after a 4 years recovery process from a life altering vocal paralysis, a type of vocal paralysis that seriously impacts a person's ability to speak and sing. I had the pleasure to virtually chat with him about this, about his love for music, and much more. So let's get started. Hey Mariano, thanks so much for willing to chat with me. You have awesome songwriting skills, so I'm curious to know when and how did you start loving music, writing songs, and conveying emotions through them?
Hey Laura, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me about my music. I really appreciate it. My musical journey started around 4 years old when I started playing the piano. And believe it or not, I was not a fan. I didn't enjoy practicing, I didn't enjoy playing, and really just saw it as a chore. And then I started playing trumpet in fourth grade, and it was a similar thing. I never really practiced the trumpet. Wouldn't say I hated it, but I didn't have a passion for it. And then in middle school, that was kind of a pivotal moment for me, where I really started to become passionate about music and really love playing music. It started, I had a band director, Mr. Baronio, who really inspired me to want to be a trumpet player. And I became really passionate. I went from the kid who didn't practice at all to practicing and playing every single day, all the way through high school. And it wasn't until after high school actually that I started though writing and producing and creating my own music. And how that happened was I got a computer, a hand-me-down computer from my brother, and he had FL Studio on that computer, which is a music recording software. So when I moved out, I only had my guitar and this computer. So I didn't have a TV, I didn't have any video games, I didn't have anything else to do. So I spent my time learning how to play the guitar and learning how to record through a basic USB microphone into this FL Studio software that my brother had put onto the computer. I find so much joy in the process of making music, but I think the true beauty in music is our ability to share it with others. Music is a story, and stories are meant to be spread. They're meant to influence people, impact people, change people, and they're meant to bring people together. And I really believe that that is the true beauty in music. And if I wasn't able to share my music, I don't know if I would keep making music, because for me, knowing that something that I make could potentially influence someone in a positive way, there's no greater satisfaction or gratification than that. And that's what really drives me, is to know that with something I make, I can make a difference. And that's what I believe the true beauty of music is.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on this because writing music is like storytelling and stories need to be shared. That's why I'm so happy to showcase your music because it really deserves to be heard. And moreover, what makes me excited is that it's the first time that I feature an American artist that grew the passion for music here in Italy. So it's amazing. Now, let's talk about your vocal injury. You said that because of that, you went from being a full time singer to being an Uber driver in the span of just a few weeks, and that it was extremely devastating because you had lost your job and your biggest passion all at once. And you also added that those initial months were some of the darkest of your life because you fell into a wave of despair that would have kept you down if you hadn't changed your mindset. So, can you tell us about this challenge you faced and what have you learned through the healing process?
In 2018, I decided to try and do music full time. And I was performing 3, 4 nights a week, I was here in the studio recording multiple nights a week. I was practicing with a band 2 nights a week, and it was a lot of vocal use. And towards the end of 2018, I started to lose my voice. And really, it all happened within, I would say, a few weeks, that I went from being able to sing to having significant trouble singing things that were once easy. And it went all the way to me pretty much losing my voice completely and really even having trouble talking to people right next to me. So that was a really hard time. And I was able to continue to write. And I did grow a lot in that time as a person, but also as a musician and as a producer. I was able to build my studio during that time and really learn how to produce professionally and get better at songwriting. So in that way, it was a huge blessing to be able to just focus on that and develop in that sense. When one door closes, another door opens, and that's kind of what happened for me. And I also learned just not to take anything that you have for granted, because it can be gone like that. And that's what happened to me. My voice was gone like that, something that I never would have imagined would have been taken from me. And I learned patience, because it took 4 years to start releasing music again. It's just this year that I've started putting out music again. It was a long recovery process, and I just had to be patient, and I had to have faith and just believe that whether it was singing or whether it was producing, there was something that God had a plan for my life, and that I was going to be okay. So I had to find faith and find comfort in that.
So, this is an incredible story. I'm so happy that thanks to vocal therapy and a surgery, you are now able to speak and sing normally again. Despite the challenges, you refuse to give up on your dream of pursuing music, and this is certainly an inspiration for everyone to not give up and always stick on faith and hope. Now, let's make a journey from the past to the future. What is your favorite music related memory, and which are your plans for 2023?
So I'll start with one of my earliest music memories, which came probably when I was 7 or 8 years old. And it was the first time that we went to visit my uncle in Italy, Zio Nicola. And he was a music teacher and a local conductor. And he played just about every instrument under the sun. And it was sparse because I was very young, but I do remember all the instruments, and just having an appreciation for his ability to basically play anything that he wanted to. I would say after that, my favorite musical memories come in 2018, when I first started playing with a band that I had put together to play some original music. And that was just such a special time, because before that, I had always made music by myself. I had always written by myself. I had always performed acoustic by myself. And for the first time, I was able to share music on a stage with other people. And it was such a good feeling. And some of those guys became really, really good friends of mine. And they were really, really talented, really passionate, and just really, really good people. So that was a really good time. Fast forward to 2023, and one of the things I'm most excited about this year is to put out one song a month on the first Friday of each month, and I can't wait for you guys to hear them.
Wow, that's awesome that you will be releasing a new song on the first Friday of each month. I remember writing an article on my blog about your single Don't Change back in January, and my absolute favorite song among those released so far is Lorraine, and we'll listen to it in a bit. But before, can you please tell me a fun fact about yourself?
A fun fact about me is that in addition to making music, a side passion that I have is playing tennis and playing soccer. I'm a big sports fan. I don't watch a ton of sports, but I love to play sports and I love to compete. And if I wasn't making music, I would probably be playing tennis 24/7. So that's my fun fact. Oh, the rain, tears stream from your eyes down your face. See a broken smile, wondering why you come and why you go. On the days when your life flies by, who to blame? Lies so we can hide, and the bridges that we never got to cross. Oh, I know you always say it wasn't meant to be, but if only one thing you can promise me, oh girl, you won't let go of the nights that you spend under the willow tree. If it's just a single thing that is meant to be, oh girl, let your flowers grow. Oh, the rain, see that St. George sky, hope the pain one day soon subsides. When the going gets tough, I hope you stay strong. 'Cause today will so soon pass by your mistakes. Don't you let define what you're really worth is more than gold.
So, this was a snippet of Lorraine, a beautiful, sweet ballad about not letting our past and the mistakes we've made define our self worth. As I said, the songwriting skills of Mariano are amazing, and we can totally hear he completely recovered his vocal ability. Great, so thank you so much, Mariano, for the wonderful chat. I wish you all the best for your musical career because you have talent and it shows. Guys, I really recommend you to check out his stuff on music platforms and social media. Don't forget to like this video, comment and subscribe to my channel for more insights into the indie music world. You can hear this also as podcast on Spotify. So check out all my platforms. There is a blog, there are interviews on Instagram, I also have a playlist. So basically there is interesting stuff for all tasters and I'm sure you'll find something you like. There is also a donation link if you'd like to support what I do. Till next time, friends.